Once upon a time, there was an old lady who lived in a small village. She was very kind, wise, and always happy. Everyone in the village loved her. People often visited her to ask for advice or talk about their problems. One day, a young man from the village asked her, "Why are you always happy? No matter what happens, you never seem sad. Don't you ever feel bad when things go wrong?" The old lady smiled softly and said, "My dear, life has ups and downs. Some days are good and some days are bad. But I've learned that real happiness comes from inside, not from what happens around us." The young man looked confused and asked, "What do you mean? How can you stay happy when bad things happen?" The old lady began to tell a story from her life. "When I was young, I had a family, a husband and children. We were not rich, but we were happy. One day, my husband became very sick, and we didn't have enough money to buy medicine. We tried everything, but he passed away. It was the saddest day of my life. I cried for a long time and thought I could never be happy again." The young man listened closely as she continued. "After some time, I realized that being sad forever wouldn't bring my husband back. My children still needed me, and I had to be strong. I started to see life in a new way. I understood that life will always have good and bad moments, but I decided not to let the bad ones take away my happiness." The young man asked, "But how did you do that?" The old lady smiled and said, "Every morning when I wake up, I tell myself, today is a new day, and I will find something to be happy about. Some days are harder, but I always find something, even a small thing. Maybe the sun is shining, a flower is blooming, or I see a friend. There is always something to be thankful for." The young man thought for a moment and asked, "But what if something really bad happens? How can you still be happy?" "It's not easy," the old lady said. "But I remind myself that everything passes. Even bad times don't last forever. When something bad happens, I tell myself, this too will pass. I try to focus on the good things I still have, like my health, my friends, or just the fact that I'm alive. Happiness is a choice. You can focus on the bad things and stay sad, or you can look for the good things and stay happy. It's not always easy, but it's possible." The young man thanked the old lady for her wise words. He left her house and decided to try her advice. From that day on, he tried to find something good in every situation, just like the old lady. Slowly, he noticed that his life started to feel better. Even when things went wrong, he learned to stay positive and find joy in the small things. The old lady's story spread through the whole village. More and more people began to understand that happiness doesn't come from what you have or what happens to you. It comes from how you look at life. They learned to be happy in every situation, just like the wise old lady. In the end, the whole village became a happier place because of her. She taught everyone the secret of true happiness. Happiness is a choice that comes from inside. No matter how hard life gets, we can always find joy in small things and choose to focus on the good. Bad times will pass, but a positive heart stays strong and peaceful.